O'Brien.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tommy O'Brien, coming to you live from TFNN. Wednesday, December 10th. It is Fed Day, and we got some markets rocking to the upside. S&Ps, we surge higher. Federal Reserve, they cut the overnight lending rate by 25 basis points. That's what the market was expecting. They may pause from here on out. Chairman Powell, he's finishing up his press conference right now. One of the things he was talking about is they're pretty close to the neutral rate, whether they're there exactly. But they were pretty sure they were above that neutral rate. They brought it down another 25 basis points. And let's kick it off with the headline. 3 dissents. 2 of those dissents start maybe no cut. And Mr. Stephen Moran talking about, yeah, maybe we should go 50. But nonetheless, they cut to 3.5 to 3.75%. And in 2026, they project just 1 cut. Now, we'll see where we go from there. But as I mentioned, 9-3 vote. They cut by 25 basis points. And the market rejoices. We got the S&Ps at 69.01. NASDAQ 100, we're up by 0.6%, trading up 135 points, 25,837. You see the acceleration right up to the highs of Friday and Monday for the NASDAQ 100. Dow is already in positive territory. We're accelerating higher. Yeah, you got the Dow now, only about 300 points from all-time highs. Check it out. Dow up by 1.2%, 48,200 on the dot. And the Russell, particularly rate sensitive, the Russell up by 1.7%. Yeah, that's an all-time high. There you go, the Russell up by 1.7% or 43 points at 2573. Bitcoin up a few $100 at 93,740. You have Ethereum up by $72. Crude been under pressure lately. That's your daily. Crude right now higher by 65 pennies or 1.1% to 58.90. We jump to yields. All right, let's start it off with a 2-year. How about that move? Okay, you got higher price, lower yields coming at you. They only have one 25 basis point cut, but what that has to do with, folks, okay, is you're going to have a new buyer in the Treasury market. And how about $40 billion a month? The Fed says it's going to begin T-bill purchases 2 days from right now. $40 billion a month starting December 12th as it looks to rebuild reserves in the financial system, which dwindled while it was tightening. Now, they just tightened this last month, I believe. Yeah, earlier this month. The Fed stopped shrinking its holdings earlier this month. Quantitative tightening amid signs that reserves in the banking system were no longer abundant. Well, the reserves were so non-abundant that they're going to begin replenishing them right now. So you got a new buyer, right? The Fed, they're stepping in. They're buying T-bills, $40 billion a month. You got a new buyer. The price is going up. So your 2-year is up by 4 basis points, higher price, lower yield. Your 2-year yield right now, 3.55. Okay, the 2-year. Well, look at the yield curve. We got lower rates coming at you right now. There's your 2-year. Blow it up a little bit. Your 2-year, 3.55, down about 7 basis points. Biggest move on the curve. All right, look at it. Biggest move on the curve, the 2-year. And you better believe it when you got the government stepping in. And part of his verbiage here is that they're going to step in, and they're going to do it. And they're not going to stop anytime soon. Let's see if I can get the exact verbiage. But, yeah. They're going to get a lot of data ahead of the January meeting. Powell emphasizes that the discussion now is about whether to stop cutting here, bring down a little, or more than a little possibly. Okay, there's tension. All right, we jump to the dollar. So, as you have yields lower, yeah, check out this dollar. We just dropped from 99 to 98.62 right now. Dollar's under pressure. You take a look at the daily on this thing. We are breaking away, man. November 25th. Yeah, you were up to 100.2. And we're at 98.66. This is the lowest we've seen in the dollar going back to October prices in the dollar at 98.66. And when you got dollar weakness, metals catching a bid. There's your gold contract. Look at that. We came into that number at 2 o'clock at about 42.20. We're trading right now at 42.59. Gold up by $24. We jump over to silver. Look at silver up by 1.8%. We're right up near all-time highs on silver. The silver bull alive and well. Up another $1.10 on silver at 61.95. All right, we jump over to the volatility index. Look at this drop off, man. No one's buying insurance premium right now. The VIX drops. Look at this. We just dropped from 1721. You're down 10% from where this thing was at 2 o'clock. The VIX trading at 1566. We got lows out here last Friday of 1528 in the VIX. All right, we check in on some of the other equities. So Oracle, we're going to get Oracle numbers after the bell today. And get ready for a roller coaster, man. You back it up to their last earnings. They shock the world. They drive up to 345, and it's been mostly selling since then, giving back all those gains and then some. We're back at 221, Oracle, down by about 0.2%. And the market pricing in about a 10% move on their numbers after the bell tonight. But yeah, pretty remarkable. You give back all those gains. And remember, they blew away estimates, and it had to do with that they were signing a $300 billion deal with OpenAI. Oracle shares right now. Look for them after the bell. We jump around some of the other AI leaders. NVIDIA shares up by 0.4% right now. Apple in the green by 0.8%. We jump over to Google, up by 0.9%. Microsoft under pressure today, down by 2.8%. Check out that acceleration, man. Pre-market, you're driving lower. Microsoft giving back some of the gains. Realistically, though, we're just back to where we were less than a week ago, last Thursday. Take a look at Microsoft on the daily. Yeah, you're going to get some volume today. Got about 45 minutes left to go in trading. Microsoft under pressure, doing 21 million. All right, nothing's getting away this market right now. Look at this. We got dollar weakness. You got equities priced in a weak dollar trading higher right now. And we have yields reacting. I talked about the 2-year. The 10-year right now, 4.15. 10 years down about 4 basis points. Yeah, you got higher price, lower yield. Pretty remarkable. We just got a move. November 25th, the 10-year was at over 4%. We came into that meeting at almost 4.2%. Well, we got higher price, lower yield coming at you. All right. Take a look at that S&P as we come into the break. Oh, yeah, here we go. You know, the VIX, when you get a drop-off in the VIX like this, folks, whew, that says it all. No one is buying insurance right now. Nothing getting in front of this market right now. We're coming back to Friday's high. S&P's above 6,900, 6,903, up by 0.8%. Folks, stay tuned. We're coming back with Sean Edwards from Direction. We're going to be talking some markets, talking some ETFs. Always a good segment. We'll be right back, folks.